Everyone,
Good morning, Rabbi.
we're learning Mishna Yevamos. We're still in Parak Aleph, Chapter Aleph, Mishnah 1. Mishnah Aleph, the first Mishnah. Okay, so let's just quickly from the beginning. Chamesh Esrei Nashim Paitres Sarasayan. There are 15 women who exempt their co-wives, V'tzara Sarasayan, and the co-wives of their co-wives, Mina Chalitza Mina Yibam, both from Chalitza, which frees the woman to marry anybody she wants, and from Yibam. Meaning there is no mitzvah of Yibam. You can't perform the actual mitzvah, the actual marriage of Yibam. You don't need to perform chalitza. They are scot-free at Seifa Elam, and this continues forever. Meaning, as I showed in the picture yesterday, we're talking about we have a woman who is an erva to the surviving brother. Her co-wife is also considered an erva. There's not going to be any Yibam on her. And we also spoke about the case of the tzaras tzara, which meant if there was a third brother, and the third brother took the co-wife of the erva, and he had another wife, and then he died. So now the co-wife of the erva fell again to the surviving brother, together with her co-wife. Both of them are exempt. So now the Mishnah is going to go through who these 15 women are. So here we go. Now, in the picture that I gave you, whether you want to follow it or not, at the end of the day, the point here is that in this picture, right, where you're starting off with this scenario, let's say to these two brothers, right? This is the brother who's married to the erva, and the erva is an erva to this brother. Okay, we're now going to plug in what is this erva? What are the examples of this erva? What are the examples of this forbidden marriage? What are the examples of this forbidden marriage to Shimon that? Again, Reuven was married to this erva, who's an erva to Shimon, and when Reuven dies, she falls to Shimon, and we say there is no mitzvah of Yibam. So the first example is Bita, his daughter. Okay, a person ought to marry his niece, his brother's daughter. So if this erva was Shimon's daughter, she was married to her uncle Reuven. Reuven died without children, and now it comes out that the surviving brother, his daughter, would be falling to him to Yibam. That's what the Mishnah says. She is exempt, and so too, her co-wife. Reuven had a co-wife who was not an erva, but she's a tzaras erva. She's the co-wife of the erva, and therefore both of them have no mitzvah of Yibam to Shimon. The next example is ubas bitoi. Let's say it wasn't Shimon's daughter, it was his granddaughter, the daughter of his daughter. Ubas benoi, or the daughter of his son. Right? Plug that into this erva, and that's the case of the Mishnah. All right? Next example. Bas Ishtoi, the daughter of his wife. That means he married a woman who has a daughter, not from him, from a different man. And he now married this woman. And this woman has a daughter. That daughter, you're not allowed to marry. So now plug into this erva. This erva is the daughter of Shimon's wife. Shimon has a wife. And this is the daughter of his wife who now married his brother. And when his brother dies, it comes out that his daughter's wife, it's not his daughter, but it's the daughter of his wife, is now falling him to Yibam. That's Bash Ishtoi, the daughter of his wife, Ubas Bena, or the daughter of her son, meaning it's his wife's granddaughter from her son, Ubas Bita, or the daughter of her daughter, it's his wife's granddaughter. All these are arayas. They're considered either part of the forbidden marriages to a man, and all of these women will be exempt from Yibam to the surviving brother who they're an erva to. Okay? Next set of examples. Chamaisai, his mother-in-law. The aim Chamaisai, his mother-in-law's mother. The aim Chamav, or his father-in-law's mother. Okay? His mother-in-law, right? If his wife were to die, he cannot marry his mother-in-law. Now, his mother-in-law is married to his brother, and that's the brother who died. Or it's not his mother-in-law married to his brother, it's his mother-in-law's mother, or his father-in-law's mother. If any of these women are married to his brother, and that brother dies without children, and now falls Yibam to him, there's no Yibam, because she's an erva. Okay. We good so far? Of course we are. Okay, now, the next example, we're going to need, it'd be helpful if we had another set of pictures. Okay, another chat. Actually, for the next two examples. And this is just to show the relationship. Just to show the relationship. So let's go to the next case. The next case listed in the Mishnah is Achaisai Me'imai, his sister from his mother. This person, Shimon had a sister from his mother, who was not a sister to, no, not a sister, a half sister. He has a sister from his mother, and let's take a look at the case here. Okay, look at the chart. Right. So in this chart here, we've got a man and a woman. Their names are father and mother. Okay. Now, their names are father and mother. Now, father had a son. Reuven. Okay. Mother had a son. Had a daughter, Miriam. Okay. And they came into a marriage with each other, each one having a son and a daughter. And then together they had a son named Shimon. Okay? You follow that? You've got, again, father to the side has a son, Reuven. Mother has a daughter, Miriam. That's the opposite side. They come into the marriage with those children. And then in the middle, we have the son, Shimon, who's born to father and mother in their second marriage. Okay? Now, Shimon and Miriam are brother and sister from their mother. They share the same mother. Okay. Reuben and Miriam are not related to each other at all. So if Reuben wants to marry Miriam, he can do so. And that's the case. Reuben married Miriam. Okay. And then when Reuben died without children, Yibam would be performed by Shimon, who is his brother from the same father. Right?
It's the same mother.
No, the same father.
Same father is.
Reuven and Shimon are brothers from the same father. Okay? And look at the chart, right? You have Reuven, you have Shimon. They're coming from the same father. So Reuven and Shimon are from the same father. So if Reuven dies, Shimon has to do Yibam on Reuven's wife. Because even if the brother is just a half-brother, as long as it's a brother from the father, there's a mitzvah of Yibam. Okay? The thing is, though, that Miriam is Shimon's sister from his mother. It's his half-sister from his mother. And therefore, the Mishnah, that's the case, that's the example of this Mishnah right now of his sister from his mother. That's the erva that fell to him in Yibam, and that's going to be another example of the 15 women that will be exempted from any, there's no Yibam done, there's no Chalitza done. Okay? That's that case. The next case, which is the bottom case, is Va'achais Imai, his mother's sister. Right? That's the next case in the Mishnah. His mother's sister. All right? So what's going on in this story? Okay, so in this story, what do we have? We have, right? We got the guy named Father, right? Right? We got the guy named Father. Now, Father had a first wife, Mother One. That was her name. Mother One. Okay? Together, Father and Mother One had Reuven. Okay? They had a son named Reuven. Now, then Father married another woman, Mother Two. Okay? And they had two children. They had Shimon. No, I'm sorry, they had Shimon. Okay? They had Shimon. Now, it happens to be that Mother Two has a sister. Okay? Her name is Sister Two. Mother's Sister Two. Okay? Now, if you have a situation where, can Reuven marry Mother's two sister? Certainly can. No relationship. No relationship whatsoever. But if then when Reuven goes out and marries Mother Two sister, and he dies without children, that means that who is she going to fall to for Yibam? Shimon, who is his brother from his father. But it comes out being Shimon's mother's sister. And therefore, that's an erva. Okay? So again, that's the case of, I hope the people on who are seeing on the video can hear me when I cover my face with this picture. But that's this case, where we say, V'achais imai, and the sister of his mother. You've got, again, what's happening here in this picture is that the sister who was married to Shimon's half brother from his father Reuven. Reuven dies, and it comes out she falls to Yibam to Shimon, but it's his mother's sister. That's an erva, and there will be no mitzvah of Yibam there. Okay, and the last case we'll go on today is the achais ishtoi, his wife's sister. Now this is a very basic case. We don't need a chart for this. Two brothers are married to two sisters. Okay, two brothers are married to two sisters. And then one of the brothers dies without children. So this woman who is now falling to Yibam is his wife's sister. She's an erva, and therefore there is no Yibam or Chalitza there. All right, we'll pick up the rest of this tomorrow. We'll continue from here tomorrow. Let's do the Chofetz Chaim. Okay. All right. The Chofetz Chaim continues. If we're talking about a situation of a person who is, again, his tendency would be to repeat his sin. He has a Rebbe. Now, maybe this is a teacher, a Rebbe teacher, maybe he's a mentor, whatever it may be. But it's someone that you want this Rebbe to either not deal with him because of his wicked actions or to straighten him out. The problem is, let's say this Rabbi, this master, this teacher is going to spread it to others. He just has a loose tongue and he's going to spread it to others. If by telling this teacher, it's going to get known to others. But this is someone that the sinner will listen to. So here's the issue. This Rebbe, this teacher, is someone that the person, again, we're talking about a person, you know that what he knows what he did is wrong. There's no question about it. Mm-hmm. And the question is, you can't go over to rebuke him because he's just not going to listen to you. But you have somebody else who he will listen to, who you want to tell about what he did. And you're assuming that this person, as Chofetz Chaim said before, that this person is going to trust you. He's going to believe you. And therefore, he would act upon it and now straighten this guy out. But the problem that the Chofetz Chaim is now bringing up is, let's say this teacher is going to tell it on to other people. He's not supposed to, but he's going to. So it's going to come out, he's going to spread it when he shouldn't. The Chofetz Chaim says, perhaps it is permissible to reveal it to him, because the intention of the person telling it over is not in any way to harm the person, but to help him. So the fact that it may come out to harm him because the Rebbe, the teacher, is going to spread it, he says, Efsher, what overrides the problem that it's going to be spread more is the fact that you're not intending to do that. You're intending to help the sinner, and therefore be permissible to do. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Thank you, Rabbi.